Hey guys, it's Rick Williams of Zoneloc Hooks. You know, every once in a while you run across a product that absolutely just blows you away. I was browsing and looking at some different hooks online and kept seeing this Zoneloc come up, and it's in the bend, it's in the bend. Well, I bought some, ended up using them and absolutely fell in love with them. Now on pro staff with them, been there for a couple of years now. And I'm going to give you guys a rundown on exactly what in the bend actually means and what it does and how it's going to help your fishing. I'll start off with a hook that a lot of people use, and that is going to be the EWG wide gap hook. And if you look very closely, I'll try to leave it on a lighter background, but that bend right there is the game changer for me, and it's in the hook industry itself. These are chemically sharpened, and the heavy wire hook is really good for your bigger baits when you're running them through the slop, timber, over rock piles, things like that. But when you hook a bass with this, traditionally what you had was the barb keeping that fish from coming off the hook if he decided to tail walk, shake, or whatever the case may be. Add that bend to it. Now this hook is actually keeping the pressure down in this area below the barb, so he's actually going to come back and then come up. So the laws of physics tell you can't go two directions at the same time. So that right there sold me. And then when I first used them and I first started catching fish with them, I noticed that I was really not just hooking them in the outside of the mouth, but I was hooking them up in the roof of the mouth. And they're not going to shake that hook when you do that. And the reason why is, if you'll look, and I'll give you a little quick demo on this, is I will line this hook right here absolutely parallel with the forward shank on the hook, and you can see how much higher you are here and here. So this is your straight line. So when you're pulling, you've got not just the tip part of the hook, but you've got everything above here. And that's what, when he closes down on it, that's when you are really, really sticking him good and not coming unbuttoned. And as a tournament angler, when those bites are hard to come by, keeping them hooked up is absolutely vital. Something else I like is even on their flipping hook. I know we've all used these before, and that right there is a welded eye hook. Another quality advent that they have. Super sticky point, big barb, and there's the bend in that as well. And when that bait lays in and marries in tight, it just absolutely lays into a bait super well. And the keepers do a good job to where when you do punch that fish, I like this on the flipping hook. The height of the hook is actually going to make it come through a little bit easier, and you've got such a wide gap for the bait to kind of lay down and give more of an area for the hook point to penetrate into that fish to make it a solid hookup for you. And any of you guys that fish smallmouth out there know how nutty those guys get. You guys have heard me say this in other videos out there, that smallmouth, you can pull them out of 20, 30, 40 feet of water. They'll get halfway calm, start coming to the boat, and they'll see that boat. They'll get a shot of adrenaline or whatever, and they will just turn absolutely nutty on you. And one of the hooks that has been an absolute key player for me is the drop shot circle octopus style hooks that I have from them. This is the circle hook, and you can see it has their patented bend right here as well. But the guys that really like the circle style hooks, they aren't coming unbuttoned from this one. I can guarantee that. That right there is the number 2, which is my favorite, the number 2 drop shot hook, and it's got the bend in it as well. So, and you can see that is, instead of being a straight line when you pull like this is actually off at a slight angle. And that's really the design of the hook, is going to make it penetrate. And the stress that you have when you got a 4-pound or a 5-pound smallmouth on 6-pound test, and you're fighting him and he's dancing and bouncing and going all over the place, and you're trying to get him into the boat, you're always, stay buttoned up, stay buttoned up. Well, that's one piece of anxiety I don't have anymore. I mean, you're going to have it no matter what, but when you stick him, you can have your confidence that that hook is going to do its job. And the only way he's coming undone is if it's something that you do, or you get a poor hook set to begin with. So the many styles of hooks that they have them from the O'Shaughnessy hooks, the offset shank worm hooks. They have the Aberdeen hooks for the pan fishermen. They have the flipping hooks, the heavy wire hooks, the standard size wire. All available at zoneloc.com. And if your tackle shop doesn't have them, try to get them to give them a call, and we'll definitely see if we can't get them hooked up and bring them on board and get these fine hooks in your hands. So if you guys have any questions, you can hit me up. I'm on social media, Facebook at Rick Williams, Instagram as I'm there at Fishing for Five. Also at Bass 365, I'm there at Rick Williams, and also my YouTube channel at RW Fishing. So make sure you follow me there and hit that like and subscribe button. Not a lot of content yet, but it's coming. Hey guys, thanks so much. Thank you for looking. Have a great night.